Hello, it's me again. This is my very first published book. Oh my God. God is so good. You didn't know that? So I wrote this book. It took me about, I'd say almost a year, if not a year, to write this small book that was dear to my heart because I didn't believe I could do it. So many people want to hold you back. So many people say they care, but they really don't. They say they support you, but they really don't. You know, actions speak louder than words. And I have been a woman that has acted in so many ways to share my life and my love with people. Just about everybody I know, I've given of myself to in one way, shape, or form. I've given them love, support, financial blessings, whatever I can to help, food, and I'm not crying. I just have like an eye issue that my eyes water a lot. This one eye, like so silly, but anyway, sometimes they both do, and it gets like looks really really bad, and I have to like go to the eye doctor. But anyway, TMI. So we all have our problems and issues, okay? But what I'm saying is this book is just dear to my heart. Um, so when I first made it, I made some mistakes, um, but it was mine to make. Okay, I own up to my mistakes. I was using Lulu.com, and that's the one I thought I was supposed to use. So I turned out, and it turns out that it was a good thing to use at the time, and it got me through my first book. But it didn't. It wasn't as easy as the platform I used for my second book. And so, um, on the back of the book, I put, my cover is my whole picture of me, right? With my black hair and long and pretty and stuff. Well, I put words on the back of the book, right? And um, the cover was just so set in Lulu that I couldn't change the cover and make the words lighter once I published the book. They wouldn't let me fix the cover. So I didn't like that. I tried to fix it. I tried to go back in and change it, and it wouldn't let me do it. So what I did was I could change the inside of the book though. So in doing so, I was able to set the page numbers better. I was also able to put the words that are on the back of the book inside the book. So instead of me just having the regular words at the back of the book that have the about the author, my daughter's spotlight special, and then the rest of the poems. In the back of the new book that I revised on Lulu.com, you will find all these words printed very nice and beautifully as the last two pages of that book. So that is to not cheat anybody for what they bought. I really like what I wrote on the back of this book. And I wrote it for a reason, so I really want you to read it. So that's why I put it on the inside. So you can read it with no problem. Even though you see there's words and they written all over my face, literally. Don't be sad because they're inside of the book. Okay? And I wish there was a way I could take the words off the back of the book just so you could see me and not the words written all over my face. But literally, it wouldn't let me take words off. It wouldn't let me change the font. It wouldn't let me do any changes to the cover. So, could be user error or something, but I couldn't fix it. With that being said, I am a real person. I am a genuine author, and this was my first book. I wrote this a couple of years ago, and my daughter LaVey wrote a poem in it, and she helped me choose like what some of the poems should be about and things like that. She's very influential in my life, and so what I did was I have my table of contents and everything. Like I said, I was able to change my numbering and all that. So with this book, every poem in here is four stanzas. Okay. And that was probably the hardest thing to do because I'm a free spirit when I write. You know, I don't have a cap on like how many words I use, how many sentences, how many stanzas, how many pages. It's like some of my stuff might be pages and pages long, poems included, stories, whatever. So it was difficult to like kind of, you know, trim myself down and only do poems that are four stanzas, to cut it off, to make the idea have an ending in four stanzas. Stanzas, like it was challenging to have that discipline in writing, you know. But discipline in itself is difficult, right? So that was a challenge for me, and I love a challenge. So I enjoyed it. I loved it. I actually took this picture myself with my own camera. It was actually one winter that we actually had snow in North Carolina, because we don't get it every winter. I hope we get some this time, just to see the snow trees, and I could take some more nice pictures, right? So I actually took this picture and the footprints and stuff, and then I used it for my book cover. So I didn't get this off of Etsy, I mean Pinterest or wherever. I took this picture. So everything about this book is me. Okay. There are some really, really amazing poems in here. And I see people with poems in frames on their walls, and they enjoy them. They love them, right? And um, I decided, well, you know, just like you love that poem that I wrote and I framed and I put it up for you for free. Enjoy this book, and you're not even paying for a fraction of what I put in to make these poems. I think words and memories and love is priceless. And I enjoy writing my heart out, literally. So I don't necessarily always wear my heart on my sleeve. I just don't have time for that. I have children I have to protect, so I can't be that vulnerable. But in my writings, you get to know me a lot and get to see a lot and learn a lot about me. So definitely check out my poems, check out my books, and I'll see you on the next video when I talk about my second poetry book. Um, but yeah, I love you guys. Subscribe to my YouTube videos. Follow me on all social media. Quintessence Love on Facebook, Instagram. Um, don't have a Twitter account. I think I did at one point, but I don't know what it is or nothing. But check out my emails. I actually have my own website through Wix.com, so you can see me on that, and so you can check me out on my website and link me to everything. Okay, so when you do that, check out my books, check out everything, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much.